Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And I'm coming to you from a very Christmassy Sydney. It's a wet Saturday morning. I'm just heading to work, so I thought I'd just run a bit of a video just to show you what Sydney looks like at 5am on a Saturday morning. As you can see, nothing much happening, but let's just go into Martin Place and get a view of the magnificent Christmas tree that's been set up down here. We are very lucky here in Sydney, and there it is, the Christmas tree. How wonderful is it? Let me come at it from this angle, and then we'll have a look from another angle as well. My granddaughters came down here the other day and they were very, very happy, very excited to see the Christmas tree. There it is in all its glory, perched in the middle here of Martin Place, and sparkling to its delight. Dear, dear, how beautiful is it? Here we are. We're closer and closer, and we have the Christmas tree. That star on top. Absolutely glorious. Anyway, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas in advance. And regardless of where you are in the world, make the most of this Christmas. It's been a challenging year for all of us, but it's also been a very powerful year as well, where the markets, the international financial markets, have gone from crash to boom again. Who would have thought that the ASX, the FTSE, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, the DAX, all of the markets in the world would have been back to almost record highs towards the end of 2020. But that's basically what's happened. So regardless of what the media have been talking about, and the fear, uncertainty and doubt that they have been promulgating, the reality is that the markets, the financial markets, are back on track. Australia is out of recession, and if I was Prime Minister, what I would have done is I would have asked for a recount on the March GDP numbers, because the March GDP numbers came in at 0.2, minus 0.2%, which meant that we had two quarters of negative growth. But I would recount the March quarter just to double check it, because I don't think that we actually went into recession for 2 quarters if we recounted those numbers and just checked everything, because I reckon that the March quarter wasn't a negative quarter. But anyway, the bottom line is we're out of it. Australia is officially out of recession. The share market is almost at record high, and hopefully over the next week or so, with the Santa rally, it'll kick in and deliver a record end to the year, breaking through and staying above 7,000 points. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, let's head back down to work. And today I just want to have a chat to you about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart. And where do we start? I guess I might just do a little bit of a book summary. I read a book the other day called The Practicing Mind by Thomas Sterner. The Practicing Mind by Thomas Sterner. And one of the key messages that came from that book is that we need to gain happiness, we need to gain joy, not from the end point, but from the journey. And he says a beautiful quote here. He says that with regard to a flower, and this is a great metaphor for our lives, regarding a flower, at what point in a flower's life, from seed to full bloom, does it reach perfection? And the purpose of that analogy, the purpose of that metaphor, is to allow us to review our own lives and understand is that we are expressing perfection at every moment of our lives. And there's no one particular moment where we are more perfect than any other moment, because it's a journey, and we need to appreciate, make gratitude and embrace each of those moments, because each of those moments are indeed perfection personified. So a lot of people live their lives, according to the author, hoping that one day they will be happy. Anyway, by the way, look at all this rubbish. Look at this rubbish all over Sydney. Absolutely disgusting. Don't know what's happening, but hopefully it'll get cleaned up. But let's continue along our way with the points that we're making. That as today, as I'm on my gym's 5 a.m. club, life is a journey, and each step along that way is an opportunity to give thanks and to appreciate everything that we have and everything that we experience, which then again brings to a head the fact that there are two types of people out there. There are people who look for good in everything around them, and they tend to be described as optimists, or people who live with positive expectancy, or positive people. Different words are used to describe this sort of personality type. And there are also the sourpussies, the ones who spend their time just looking for all the things that are wrong, the mismatches of the world, the people who are, I guess, perfectionists to a certain extent, and unless something is perfect, they don't think that their world is good enough to celebrate and enjoy. But this author in this book makes the bold statement and the very profound statement that you need to find joy, beauty, and celebrate every moment in your life. Because if you're not happy now, and I've learnt this throughout my life, and I've seen it time and time again, and this is a very, very powerful statement that I'm going to make now, so listen up, and I hope you get it, because if you get this, then you're well on your way to living a fulfilled and an enjoyable life. And the bottom line is, if you are not happy now, if you're not finding happiness in your life right now, how nice is this little structure? If you're not finding happiness right now in your life, I'm here to tell you, and the author's here to tell you as well, that you're never, ever going to find happiness, because happiness is not a destination. Almost got run over by that bike. Happiness is not a destination. Happiness is the journey, the steps of the journey. So when you see people who are unhappy, to the young people who are looking for partners in their lives, if your partner is not happy early in the relationship, be warned that chances are they're never ever going to be happy in the relationship, because it's not something to do with happiness, it's something to do with mindset. It's a mindset thing. So if you search for happiness in everything you do, in every rock you turn, in every grain of sand you look under, then you're going to find happiness. But if you're looking for bad stuff everywhere you go, then you're going to find all the crap in your life, and you're always going to be disappointed, and you're always going to be waiting for the prince in white armor to come and save you. But at the end of the day, the only person who can save you from your misery is yourself. Just like that statue up there. You know, just picture yourself as that statue, standing on the world with one hand in the air and being the emissary, the messenger. You know, you are the messenger. You are the emissary of happiness. You are the message. And if you're happy, if you find joy, if you're fulfilled, then you're going to generate vibes, you're going to generate energy to ensure that others around you are filled, happy, and live a joyous life as well. So the message is very, very simple. Hang out with people who are positive. Hang out with people who look for the good in every moment in their lives. This guy hasn't got his lights on, so we'll keep on going. And that's basically the message for the day. It's sprinkling. It's been raining every single day, I think, so far. Through January, it's been either overcast, wet, or pretty ordinary. So wait and see what this year turns out to be, or this summer. At least we don't have bushfires this year. But there's a change in season. So I've said time and time again that Australia always has been, always will be characterised by drought, flood, drought, flood, drought, flood, drought, flood, drought, flood, drought. It's just the way this country is. So, and that's why I love it. I love it because it's variable. I love it because it changes all the time. And that oscillating change that we have in our environment is just perfect, because it keeps us on our toes and it makes life interesting. Anyway, let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, Merry Christmas to everybody, and look for the good at every step of your way. And let's learn from this book that perfection is from the seed to the blossom, and I guess from the seed to the blossom, from the blossom to the seed. There is never a point where the flower is not perfect, just like in our lives, there's never a point where we're not perfect. So just take it on board and just make the most of your life, make the most of every opportunity, and find joy, find happiness. Because if you, as I said before, if you're not happy now, you're never going to be, regardless of what happens in your life. You're never going to get happy. You're never going to find happiness. You need to generate happiness, and it's a mindset. Anyway, take care. Yassas from Jim's 5am Club, and we'll chat again tomorrow at 5am from another location with another message, and we'll see where this day takes us. Take care, everybody. Stay happy. Be happy. Sa sagapao, and bye for now.